Your person is currently overwhelmed with a deep sense of anger and frustration directed at everyone around them. This intense emotional state stems from a stark realization: because of the influence and opinions of these surrounding individuals, they failed to heed your advice and, as a result, ended up breaking your heart. This painful awakening has cast a long shadow over their life, bringing with it a cascade of complex and challenging emotions. They are now in desperate need of your comfort and reassurance during this tumultuous phase. The complexities of their situation have reached a point where they can no longer navigate these feelings alone. They need to know that, despite everything that has transpired, you are still there for them. This need for reassurance is not merely about seeking forgiveness but also about finding a stable anchor in the chaos that their life has become. They may try to reach out to you, sending messages or subtle signs, hoping to gauge whether you have completely given up on them or if there is still a flicker of hope for reconciliation. These messages are their way of testing the waters, of trying to understand if the bridge between you can still be mended. In the midst of this emotional turmoil, your person has come to a significant realization. They understand now that the manipulation and games they once played to get your attention are futile and counterproductive. These tactics, which may have seemed clever or necessary at the time, are now seen in a harsh, unforgiving light. They recognize that these manipulative behaviors only serve to push you further away, creating a chasm that now feels insurmountable. This is a major turning point for them, a period of deep introspection and acknowledgement of their past mistakes. Your person is acutely aware that the negative and hurtful actions they directed towards you are now coming back to haunt them. This realization is not just about feeling regret, it is about experiencing the full weight of their actions. They see now that their behavior was not only unfair to you but also self-destructive. The pain they caused you is now reflected back at them, manifesting in various aspects of their life and relationships. This is a profound moment of reckoning, where they must confront the consequences of their actions and the reality of the hurt they inflicted. As they make strides to move closer to you, they are met with resistance from the karmic people in their life. These individuals, who may have once seemed supportive or benign, are now revealed as obstacles to their growth and happiness. The karmic people are really pissed off, perhaps because your person's journey towards self-improvement and reconciliation with you threatens the status quo. These individuals may have benefited from your person's previous state of confusion and misdirection, and now they are reacting with hostility and anger. Seeing you happy without them is a source of immense anxiety for your person. Your apparent contentment and independence highlight the stark contrast between their current turmoil and your peaceful state. This realization intensifies their longing to make amends and to be part of your life once again. They are grappling with the fear that they may have lost you for good and that their actions have irreparably damaged the relationship. This fear fuels their desperation and their need to know that there is still a chance for redemption. I need you more and more, like an addiction that grows stronger with every passing day. Your presence in my life has been a soothing balm for my wounded soul, and you have fixed me when I was broken beyond repair. The pain that once seemed unbearable now fades away whenever I think of you. Throughout the day, my mind is consumed with thoughts of you, and one question haunts me relentlessly: when will I see you again? The longing to be with you is overwhelming, and I can't help but wonder, what if you have moved on? The mere thought of it burns and tortures my soul, leaving me in a state of constant unease. From the moment you entered my life, everything changed in ways I never imagined possible. Before you, love was just a word, an abstract concept I could never fully grasp. But with you, I came to know the true meaning of love. I experienced a connection that transcends the physical, a bond that unites our hearts in a way that is pure and profound. I love you so much, my sweetheart, more than words can ever convey. My feelings for you run deeper than the ocean, and my devotion to you is unwavering. I never used to be the romantic type. My heart was guarded, and I rarely allowed myself to be vulnerable. But you brought out a side of me I never knew existed. Your love has softened my edges and made me embrace the beauty of being tender and affectionate. You've taught me so much about love, patience, and resilience. I admire your strength and the way you navigate life's challenges with grace and determination. Our love is unique, a rare gem that shines brightly even in the darkest times. It's the kind of love that poets write about, and dreamers dream of. I know that you are the most important part of my life. Without you, everything would lose its meaning. You picked me up when I was down, pulled me out of the depths of despair, and turned my life around. Your support and unwavering belief in me gave me the strength to carry on when I felt like giving up. You were there for me when I needed you the most, and for that, I am eternally grateful. But with this deep love comes a deep regret. The memory of leaving you in the middle of your painful days haunts me. I can still see the hurt in your eyes and the tears you tried so hard to hide. I wish I could go back in time and change my actions, to be there for you the way you were there for me. I regret not being the partner you deserved during those difficult moments. It's a mistake that weighs heavily on my heart, and I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me. You are the light in my life, the one who makes everything better just by being there. Your laughter is like music to my ears, and your smile brightens even the gloomiest days. The way you look at me with such love and understanding fills me with a warmth I've never known before. Every moment spent with you is a treasure, and I cherish each one dearly. As I reflect on our journey together, I am filled with a profound sense of gratitude. You have taught me what it means to truly love and be loved. Your presence in my life has been a gift, one that I will never take for granted. I promise to always stand by you, to support you in your times of need, and to love you with all my heart. You are my soulmate, my partner, and my best friend. Together, we can overcome any obstacle and create a future filled with happiness and love. I am trying to keep myself busy with work because whenever I think about you, an overwhelming surge of emotions and thoughts flood my mind. These thoughts are not just fleeting concerns, they are profound and deeply unsettling. I find myself constantly worrying about the possibility that you might be planning to move on, leaving me and the connection we share behind. This fear is not unfounded, nor is it something I can easily dismiss. It gnaws at me, a persistent worry that refuses to be silenced no matter how hard I try to focus on other things. One of the most distressing thoughts that frequently comes to mind is the scenario where you meet someone else. I imagine you finding someone better than me, someone who might seem more appealing in various ways. The thought of you receiving a proposal from this person and being tempted to accept it sends a shiver down my spine. It's not just the idea of losing you that terrifies me, but the fear that you might find happiness and fulfillment with someone else, someone who isn't me. These thoughts upset me profoundly and make me intensely jealous. It may sound selfish, but the idea of you giving the special place I hold in your heart to someone else is unbearable. You might think that I am not bothered about you, that I am indifferent or detached. But if you could see inside my mind and heart, you would understand how far from the truth that is. If I could show you my real self, the part of me that is raw and unfiltered, you would believe how protective and possessive I feel towards you. These feelings are not something I can easily express or demonstrate through words alone. They are deeply ingrained in my very being, shaping my actions and thoughts in ways that are sometimes beyond my control. This time, things are really different. Everywhere I look, I see signs and synchronicities that point towards you and our connection. It's as if the universe is conspiring to remind me of you at every turn. Random songs on the radio seem to perfectly capture the essence of what is happening within our connection. The lyrics speak to my heart, resonating with the emotions I am experiencing. It's uncanny how accurately these songs reflect the dynamics of our relationship, almost as if they were written specifically for us. Moreover, the things you shared with me in the initial days of our journey together are now manifesting in my own life. It's as though I am retracing the steps you once took, experiencing the same events and emotions you described to me. This mirroring of experiences only deepens my conviction that our connection is special and unique. It's not just a series of random occurrences, it feels like a carefully orchestrated sequence of events designed to strengthen the bond between us. These signs and synchronicities are impossible to ignore. They serve as constant reminders of the depth and significance of our connection. Every time I encounter one of these signs, it reinforces my belief that what we share is real and meaningful. It's not just in my mind, it's reflected in the world around me. This realization brings a mixture of comfort and anxiety. On one hand, it's reassuring to see these external validations of our connection. On the other hand, it heightens my fear of losing you, knowing that what we have is rare and precious. In this sea of emotions, I find myself longing for reassurance. I wish I could hear from you, see you, or feel your presence in a way that would calm my restless heart. I want to believe that you feel the same way, that you too are experiencing these signs and synchronicities. It would mean the world to me to know that you are equally invested in our connection and that you see the same signs pointing towards a shared future. Ultimately, my fear of losing you and the intensity of my feelings are a testament to how much you mean to me. I don't want to imagine a life without you, and the thought of someone else taking my place in your heart is something I cannot bear. I am doing my best to keep these thoughts at bay, but it's a constant struggle. I hope you understand that my protectiveness and possessiveness come from a place of deep love and care. You are an integral part of my life, and the idea of losing you is a pain I cannot fathom enduring.